I know what you
Special operative on site and taking point.
I'm done with this.
What is going on, my fellow Beast and Beast Scribers? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to talk about the top 10 things in Battlefront 2 that need to either be nerfed, adjusted, tweaked, whatever you want to call it. So let's get right into this list. Number 10 is I think they need to adjust Galactic Assault to 125 like tickets that need to be killed. Like, I know you have to kill like 100 people. I think that should be moved to 125, even if they move it to like 115. Because I think that what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to become a hero when you're on the attacking side. So you would actually have to fight a different hero, or at least two heroes, so that it's not always just owning the infantry, because defending is usually an easy win because you can just set up outside of their spawn and own them. So if you have to fight a hero, it makes it a little bit more difficult, and not everybody's going to get a hero after only 100 because the tickets do go down really fast when you're playing a good team. So I think adding it to 125 would be a pretty cool fix. Number 9 is buffing the specialist, because I still don't even really use the specialist class, which is something that all I did in the last game was sniping and quickscoping. And in this game, there's really no point, because even now I don't use the heavy anymore, and I only use the assault and the officer, and the specialist are 99% of the time free kills, even at far range, because like the A280, for example, has like a double zoom, so you can still see them from a far distance. And I just think it needs a buff so it's not so easy to kill them. It's like 1-2 shots and they're dead, and I think that's underpowered. 8 is Palpatine. Obviously, in the last patch, Palpatine got a buff, and he's super OP now. I'm pretty sure you can heal with the chain lightning kills, and his basic lightning is so accurate, and it just goes straight to the enemy, and you get stun locked. There's just so many positive things, and there's really no flaws with his character, and I think that's kind of overpowered. So I think Palpatine, for me, it would be the accuracy, because I think it makes it too easy to not aim, and that is a problem. I like the way he was in Battlefront 1 a little bit better. Number 7 is the hero campers, and I think how you can adjust that is by making it so you have to have a timer on the hero, to where you have to get a certain amount of kills within a certain amount of time. So say like every minute and a half you have to get at least like 3 kills, and if you're not getting that 3 kills, then you would have to just die and respawn, because if you're just camping and you're not killing anyone, it's going to ruin the lobby for somebody who has, for example, 21,000 battle points, because that person who got 21,000 battle points, who obviously earned it as not a hero, can't become a hero because there's a hero camper, and that usually results in a loss. And one thing that gets, I guess, like a special mention is that there are still no stats in the game. So there's still no like death amount, kill death ratio, win ratio, time played. None of that exists, which is strange. But hopefully, because I do agree with Swanee, I do think they are holding back many things in the game to try to keep the game alive, so the game will become really frustrating over 2 months, and then they'll give us stats, and then it'll become too frustrating over 2 months, and then they'll give us customization, just to try to extend the life of the game instead of just fixing the game, which is what they could have done in the last game. The last game died because Bodyguard, EE3, and Boss, and the Rolling Place, which is something they could have just fixed, and then the game would have become better instead of just allowing the game to die. So, number 6, I have Luke and Kylo. They still need to be buffed. Luke, because he gets a ton of hit markers. Kylo is a little bit better because he can block Rey. In his frenzy, you can still kill, like, Rey and Luke through blocks. But, I think he needs just, like, either his pool, like when you upgrade his pool mastery card, it needs a little bit more damage. And I think that's really the only way you can fix him. Just make it so when you pull people, it gives them more damage, even with the mastery card. Number 5 is the LAAT, and this is mostly on Kashyyyk and Camino, because when you're a hero, especially on Camino, you can't really do anything about the LAAT no matter what hero you are. Even if you're Boba, your wrist rockets aren't really going to do anything. and no one destroys the LAAT because it targets heroes, so it's not really going to kill you. So I think they either need to allow it so heroes can like actually do more damage. Like if you're Han, you should be able to take it out within like 5-6 shots, and I think that would make it a lot better and a lot more balanced towards, you know, force users. Number 4 is the flashbang, and specifically the flashbang on heroes and force users, because for them to say, yeah, I think flashbangs have the same amount of damage on an infantry player as a hero does not make any sense. I don't think Darth Maul would have the same trouble getting rid of a flashbang as just a random, you know, like just any regular trooper, like any regular droid or anything. So that really doesn't make sense that a force user and a regular droid have the same amount of damage and how long the flashbang lasts, which really doesn't make sense. Number 3 are the Wookiees. Maybe what I would say is you should make them cost, I'd say 5,000 battle points, because I'm pretty sure they're only 2,000 battle points on most maps. They might be 3,000 on some, but I've only used a Wookiee like twice. One of them was on Kashyyyk because we were getting wrecked and it didn't matter anyway because we still lost. But you have an extra health, you have an overload and a thermal imploder. It pretty much makes you better than any hero, which doesn't make sense. Anyway, moving on. Number 2, I have the Supercharged Sentry, because not only does it do a ton of damage to objectives to where you can get free battle points, not only does it melt heroes, it also, like if you're Boba Fett, it blows you on the ground. So you'll get hit by the sentry, blow on the ground, and then you'll die because you can't move. So why would I rather be a hero when I can use a supercharged sentry? That doesn't make any sense. And number 1 is the Supremacy game mode. It still makes no sense. Why is there no Supremacy game mode? There most definitely should be a Supremacy game mode, because defending is pretty pointless for me at this point. I win 99% of the defending games I have because I set up outside the spawn and then I don't die. So I think a game mode where both teams attack would be much more fun, and you'd be able to get more kills as an infantry player. And I always think about Bestman, like the Bestman Supremacy and Bestman Walker Assault. That's kind of what I was shooting for, is to where you can get a lot of kills as infantry. I don't know, I think Battlefront 1 is better than Battlefront 2, especially if we could have the heroes in Battlefront 2 like imported into Battlefront 1. I think that's what would make it really exciting. But let me know your guys' opinion in the comments below. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe for almost daily Battlefront 2 content. So just to recap, number 10, 125 tickets. 9 is the Specialist, 8 is Palpatine, 7 is the Hero Campers and like adding a timer, 6 is Luke and Kylo, 5 is the LAAT, 4 is Flashbangs, 3 Wookiees, 2 Supercharged Sentries, and 1 adding a Supremacy game mode. If you did make it this far into the video, it would be awesome if you could type orange soda in the comments, because nobody ever makes it this far into the video, and there is going to be nobody that types this because nobody has made it this far. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one, and may Pancake Face be with you.